Hey Dragonlings, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my Q4 quarterly goals. If you've been on my channel for a while, you may notice that this is a different format for my quarterly goals than what I've been doing. I've been doing slideshows with voiceovers. I've also been separating my goals into 4 categories: personal, business, health, and academics. And then I've been adding 3 goals under each category, making a total of 12 goals. The reason I am not doing that this time is that it gets kind of depressing not accomplishing your goals, and I have not been accomplishing my goals this year in any of the quarters. In fact, in Q3, I think I accomplished 1 goal in 1 category, and that was it. Of all 12, I accomplished 1. Possibly. I'm not even certain I did that. But that gets kind of depressing after a while, so I thought I would change it up. Especially since with these goals that I have not been accomplishing them, they're literally the goals from previous quarters, just pulled forward into the next quarter. So I'm hoping that by doing this way, I can change it up a little bit and kind of make it so that I actually accomplish my goals. That is the whole purpose of this. While goals are meant to be a challenge, they're supposed to be a challenge that you are able to accomplish. And I haven't been doing that. So hopefully by doing it this way, I can actually get some goals done. So for this quarter, I just have a straight list of 7 goals that I want to accomplish. I will be looking at my phone for this list because that's where I have the most comprehensive list at this time. I haven't quite transferred it over to paper fully yet. I have transferred it to my Kanban board, and we will be taking a look at that. But just for me naming the goals, I apologize if by looking down, I'm looking at my phone. So goal number 1 is that I will write, edit, and publish 1 to 2 projects this quarter. I did a writing challenge in Q3 called Write War. I will leave a link both to my original video talking about the Write War as well as the final video I did, because I was doing weekly vlogs, where I give my final thoughts on that challenge and how it went and everything I accomplished and why I think I failed it, because ultimately I failed it. But I did like enough of the concepts that I wanted to bring it forward as a goal without the writing challenge involved. So that's what I'm going to be doing this quarter, is that I will be writing, editing, and publishing 1 to 2 projects this year. I have 2 projects that I know I would like to do. I'm excited to work on both. But if I end up changing mid-quarter to a different project completely, I'm okay with that as well. As of this moment, I have 2 projects that I know I want to work on, and then I will go from there. I also will actually be publishing one that I'm not counting towards this goal, and that is my reader magnet. It is most of the way ready to go. I just need to get it set up and sent to my current newsletter subscribers, as well as get my automation corrected so that it will go to any new subscribers who sign up for my newsletter. I'm also going to be doing a paperback with that, because I'm doing paperbacks with everything that I publish. And it's formatted, it's ready to go. I just have to order the proof copy. So because it's so close to being done and we're only 11 days into October, I'm not counting that one if that one gets completed. So on top of that one, I will be, I said when that one gets completed, because it will be soon. So on top of that, I'm going to be publishing 1 to 2 projects this quarter. Goal number 2 is that I will format, order, and approve proofs and publish paperbacks of all currently published works, as well as any works going forward. When I first started this journey as an indie author, I said that I was going to publish ebooks and paperbacks at the same time. And I haven't done that yet. I have 3 books out right now. The first book in the Damned and Dangerous quartet, which is called Damned and Desolate, as well as the second book, which is called Damned and Dangerous. And I also have another series called the Fire and Brimstone series, which has 1 out so far. But I don't have paperbacks for any of those. And I've been saying since the beginning of this year that I will get paperbacks done for all of the books I have published. I have formatted all 3 books for paperback. I have purchased ISBNs so that I can get them on Ingram, because I was planning on doing my paperbacks through Ingram Spark. However, I have not finished going through the process of ordering proofs and getting everything approved so that they can be published. And that is what I would like to accomplish this quarter. And then I would like to, going forward, after I accomplish it with those 3, any new projects that I do, including the 1 to 2 that I plan on publishing this quarter, I would like those to have paperbacks on the same day the ebooks drop. Paperbacks are coming, and hopefully any projects going forward will have paperbacks. That is a goal that I've had all year, and I am determined to accomplish it this quarter. I have already started the process, as I said. However, I recently read back through the first 2 books of the Damned and Dangerous Quartet, and I made some edits. That's grammar and spelling, so it's not like that big of a deal, but it's enough of one that I will have to reformat them, in my opinion. So I gotta start from scratch, basically. It's as if I didn't do any work at all. That's okay. I will get there eventually. Goal 3 is that I will finish the Publish and Thrive course. I signed up for this course back in September. We had a little bit of extra money. I could afford it. It was about to start, so I went ahead and did it. That was probably not the best decision of my life financially, because I have suffered ever since, but too late now. The whole point is that I am hoping that by the end of this course, I am actually knowledgeable enough with publishing, more knowledgeable than I am now at least, that I can actually be making a decent income from my books. That's the goal. I haven't started implementing what I have learned. I am currently on module 2 of 5, and I think I'm about halfway through module 2. I'm looking at my Kanban board. I'll show you that eventually. But my point is that I would like to finish the Publish and Thrive course. I've had different courses on my goals list this whole year, but this is one that I know would be the most beneficial to my publishing career, because I do want to make this a full-time job where I'm doing nothing else but this. And so I kind of need to get to work on that course so I can implement what I'm learning. Just saying. Goal 4 is that I will have 3 or more family days, as well as 3 or more date nights with Justin, who's my husband. I call him Da Hubs a lot of times. This was one of the things that we did not really accomplish last quarter. What we qualify as a date night is anything we do together that we don't have the kids for. Most recently, a lot of that has been binge watching TV shows on Netflix, but we actually didn't do that at all this previous quarter, except for one time. And I like to have one each month. And actually, honestly, if I was being honest, I would like one every other week. I'll take what I can get for now. But I would really like, it's hard to have date nights without the kids right now, and I would really enjoy it. Really would. So yeah, and then the family days, we've actually already done this once because we as a family watched the movie Cruella. So that's already ticked off at least one of the 3. So the goal is to do 2 more either movie nights or game nights or something to that effect as a family before the quarter ends. This is something that I do every quarter, so this is kind of a drawback, but it's something I usually accomplish every quarter because it's family time. Okay, I like family time. I like spending time with my family. 5 is one I've already accomplished. It was not one I suspected I would accomplish this early. I was not expecting to accomplish it until closer to the end of the year. But things had other ideas. Fate had other ideas. Whatever deity you believe in had other ideas. I did make these goals on the 28th of September. It is currently the 11th of October. And this one is checked off already. I am not going to be replacing it with another one, even though it's already checked off. And it was checked off within the first couple of days of October. Just because I'm too lazy to do that. And why would I when it's already checked off? So, and that is, I will seek medical attention for whatever ailment that has been plaguing me for over a year and is getting worse. By the time you see this video, I've already posted a vlog about a health update. I had my gallbladder removed. It was causing me lots of problems with stomach pain and shoulder pain. And it was getting worse to the point where I was having problems every week. Won't go into any more detail. The only thing you really need to know is that this has been checked off because I did seek medical attention. I had to go to the hospital. Then I was transferred to another hospital. And I had my gallbladder removed. So that's done. Goal number 6 is that I will read at least 1 chapter or 20 pages of a book every day. This one came about because I am actually part of a nonfiction writing book club called Writer's Workshop. It is hosted by Tamara Woods on her channel. The last Saturday of every month, she does a live stream where we all get together. It's a bunch of author tubers, read a book that is nonfiction voted for on Goodreads, and we get together on the live stream and we talk about what worked and what didn't, what we liked about it, what we thought about it. We have a grand old time. But this year, I have not been to any of the writers' workshops. I was part of it last year because this is season 3. And this is the last one before the end of the year because we don't do it in November, December, thanks to all the holidays that are happening. And I would really like to take part of this. So part of the reason that I made this a goal was to, read the book that was chosen this time. So this time I will put an image right here, but we're reading Writing in the Dark by Tim Wagner. And I'm not a horror fan, so this is going to be an interesting read. Right there alone. I have read some horror, but it's not my favorite genre kind of thing. And so I'm actually really interested to see what I can take out of that book for my own genre, which is fantasy. So there's that. The other thing is that I am reading more fiction, or trying to read more fiction. I have a habit of reading nothing for weeks and months at a time and then binging 6 or 7 books in 2 days. And that's not really healthy for me. So I'm checking out books from the library. Currently, I am reading East by Edith Patel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And this is actually the reason I changed it to 20 pages as well as one chapter, because the chapters in here are 1 to 2 pages long. Some of them are as long as 5, but they're very rare. Most of the chapters are 1 to 2 pages. And it changes between characters, POVs. Each chapter it's a different POV of a different person. I'm trying to see. They're not even numbered, so I don't know how many chapters are actually in this book, because it just says, I can show you real quick. It just says the narrator. It's this one is father. But yeah, that book is the reason why I changed it to also having 20 pages instead of just 1 chapter, because it just felt why would I just read 1 page chapter? Goal number 7, the last goal on my list, is that I will find a job that makes me happy while keeping me financially stable. I possibly have a job. I'm pretty certain I have it. It hasn't been outwardly said, yes, you're in, but I had an interview for substitute teaching at a substitute, not just teaching, but janitorial, cafeteria, and basically if they need me, they'll call me kind of thing. I've become Kim Possible. Anyways, sorry, that was random. I had the theme song beat dun, 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 dun. Yeah, anyways, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. That was what ran through my head, and that's why I said that. Anyway, this is for both the elementary school as well as the high school, but I filled out tax paperwork and they're running a background check now, and barring the conclusion of the background check, which they shouldn't find anything. There shouldn't be anything there for them to find other than, speeding tickets that are 5+ years old. I don't know. So barring all that, I think I'm pretty certain I have the job, but that's going to be on an as needed basis. So I might need to find another job. I have a whole video coming up about what I do for side jobs, because I do client work as well. And I'm going to continue doing client work, but I don't advertise that a lot. I don't get that many clients. And I usually just do 1 or 2 jobs for various people here and there. It's not consistent enough for me to consider that a job. I wish it was. When I was working for a publishing company, it was. But until I'm either working for another publishing company or working for an individual by themselves, again, that's just not a thing. Again, I'll be doing a whole video about what I do for side jobs in the future, because I consider myself a little bit of a Jill of all trades. And yeah, I will talk about it more in detail then. But suffice it to say is that I will possibly continue looking for another job, maybe a weekend job, so that I can, bring in money. But the other thing is that I want to be happy with said job. And I know the one place that I could possibly be hired at, Seconds Flat, I have no desire to work at, because I've heard from multiple people on multiple occasions that is not the best environment to work in. and I know I will slaughter a bitch. It's a waitressing job. Actually, what they really want is cooks, and there ain't no way in hell I'm going to be that. And even if I take the waitressing portion of it, I have worked in customer service. I left customer service, and I became more of a bitch after I left customer service. And while I can still do customer service voice, you come at me with an attitude, and I will get one right back. Yeah. So I don't think that's the best job for me. But we'll see. I am still, because of everything going on, I am still looking for a job. And so I will not mark this one as done, but it might be. There's a lot of factors involved. So we'll see how it goes. So that is all 7 goals that I have that I want to accomplish this quarter. What I will do now is have you guys take a look at my Kanban board that I have set up, in which I have broken all of these goals down into smaller tasks to make it more manageable and help me accomplish them. And yeah, you can see how I plan on doing everything that I want to do. So I apologize for the shaking camera, but my tripod wasn't working too well for this, so that I'm going to go ahead and just, stand and talk to you guys and hold the camera in my hands. This is my Kanban board. This is based off of Sarah Cannon's Kanban board, so it is separated into 3 categories: to do, doing, and done. I've also got it separated into 3 goals because eventually I do plan on taking her HB 90 course. I do have a copy of the undated planner so that I can take that course. I was originally hoping to take it this quarter. It just didn't work out financially, so maybe next quarter. We'll see. I've kind of sort of not exactly got these separated as well. So these are my family nights and date nights. I've got them in the categories, and I've got multiple Post-it notes stacked on top of each other so that they can, fit better. And I have my date nights and my family nights. And of course, down here at the bottom, I've already got one of my family nights down here, and figure out what is wrong with me medically, figure out my health situation, as well as some of my reading tabs, because we're 11 days into October and I have been reading. So I started putting the dates, the daily dates, and I have these reading separated into the weeks of the rest of this year. And the reason I did that was for 2 reasons. 1, to shame me into reading, and 2, because I was getting mixed up with how many Post-it notes I needed to cover reading each day. So that's why that's that way. The second category, or third or fourth, depending on what you want to look at, this is the everything dealing with Publish and Thrive. Like I said, I'm on Module 2. I'm currently on Lesson 5. So I'm hoping to finish up Module 2 and then continue with Module 3. Module 4, which I've separated into 2 stacks, and Module 5. This is where it gets tricky, because this is everything dealing with the writing, editing, and publishing goal this quarter, as well as the paperback goal this quarter. So the orange tabs are everything dealing with like the paperback, and the blue tabs are everything dealing with the writing and editing, not necessarily the publishing portion. So C&D stands for Cowboys and Dragons. This is going to be the newsletter magnet. F plus B1 is the Fire and Brimstone series, book 1. DDQ1 and DDQ2 are Damned and Dangerous Quartet 1 and 2. And then, of course, Damned and Dangerous Quartet 3, which is one of the 2 projects that I plan on working on this quarter. Hence the reason I have my word count goals here and my editing goals here for DDQ3. And then JOB is another project I'm writing on. This is actually, I'm going to have a full vlog for that project, because I am specifically doing that one based on everything laid out in the book 7-Figure Author, I believe it is, by T. Taylor. I will have a link of that book in the description. But that project I'm specifically working on with that book in mind. So that's why this one's on here as well. But it's called Just One Bite, Job for short. And I have my writing goal, my editing goal, as well as my publication goal with that one. In my to-do section, of course, I've got the register the ISBNs for the ones I haven't completed yet. They're pending. They haven't completely gone through. Then I've got my create paperbacks, design paperback cover, upload files, order proof copy. That's for Cowboys and Dragons. And then once the ISBN registry goes through, I will continue on with the other tasks that I have for those 3 paperbacks. And then, of course, I've got my writing goals. I've got each of my writing goals separated into 3,000 words because my novels are around about 60,000 words total. So that gave me a healthy word count goal to try to accomplish. And I've got the first 3 tabs for each of those projects here. And of course, right here, I've got the first 3,000 words already in the done section because they were actually completed before this quarter started. I just didn't realize that until after I made the tab. So I popped it down there. So yeah, that is a good look at my Kanban board and how I plan on accomplishing everything. And I'm hoping by the end of this quarter, a lot of those tabs that are up here at the very top are down here at the bottom. That's the goal, at least. We'll see what happens. So that is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, or you can thumbs it down if you didn't like it. It won't hurt my feelings any. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, Dragonlings.